Right, so I am a huge Empire fan, and I decided to cover the last final episode of Empire aired this week. It was aired this week. So I've been watching Empire for the past couple of years. I've watched season 1 all the way down to the current final season, which is season 6. And I didn't like the way in which the season ended. It was a turnoff. But then I came across this article and it offered a really good explanation. I know for sure that some Empire fans were left disappointed with the ending, but this article shows that there is still hope. It says here, Empire boss reveals what was left out of the finale after season was forced to end. Brett Mahoney hopes we'll still get to see the missing details one day. Okay, so this alludes to the fact that this was supposed to be the final season, but it's possible, quite possible, that more is going to come. Maybe not this year, but probably next year. They didn't say. Here's the explanation. So Empire season 6 spoilers follow. So if you haven't gotten to watch the season as yet, I would probably recommend that you watch it and then come back to this video. But if you don't have the time to watch it, but if you want to know what happened in the final episode, then you can stick around. So it says here, after 6 seasons, Empire was forced to come to an abrupt end this week as the show screened an unintended series finale. The drama was originally due to end with the upcoming 20th episode of its 6th season, but due to the coronavirus pandemic forcing production on the show to stop early, it had to conclude with its 18th episode instead. Oh, right. I didn't know that the coronavirus had halted production. I thought that this episode, the episode that was aired since week, I thought that it was supposed to be the final episode, but there was supposed to be 2 more episodes after. As it says here, the 20th episode. The new finale mixed together full filmed scenes from episode 18 and a little bit of footage shot for episode 19 to make the story more complete. Okay, so in terms of how it ended, I can sort of understand, but they did their best with what they had. The ending felt somewhat incomplete, like a cliffhanger. The first part of the ending felt like a cliffhanger, and then the final part of the ending felt like it was rushed. But there was still some sort of finality to it, but not full finality, if you understand what I'm saying. You should probably go ahead and check that episode out. Even if it's the only one that you look at, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But to understand better, it would be best if you watch or have watched the entire season. Empire showrunner Brett Mahoney told The Wrap that he's still hoping to give the characters a proper send-off by filming some of the planned but unfilmed scenes when possible. Right, so they seem to be planning to return to production, even if it's just for those 2 episodes, though, episode 19 and 20. Or maybe, let's hope that they do another season, or another 2 seasons, or another 3 seasons. Maybe fans like myself need to petition them and ask them to continue the series when this whole coronavirus hysteria dies down. I'm not saying that the virus isn't serious. I'm not indicating that it's not serious. I'm not indicating that the effects of it aren't serious effects, but a lot of what's going on is planned hysteria. If you do your research, you'll know exactly what I'm referring to. Cookie and Lucius here, played by Terrence Cookie. Oops, Lucius played by Terrence Howard. Cookie played by Taraji Henson. Continuing here. As for what those scenes entailed, well, he shared a few tidbits on what would have gone down in a season finale. In all our season finales and our premieres, they're always jam-packed with huge moments. He said what it would have been was Yana's Keandra Richardson death was intended for the end of 18 and then picks up again at the start of 19. But that's basically how it went. It went. I wasn't expecting her to bite the dust in that episode. I thought it would have been Lucius. But apparently Lucius survived. Or did he? Was he meant to? It's not that far off from how we intended it. At the end of that scene, Yana dies. And at the start of 19, we pick back up with both Damon, Wood Harris, and Lucius, Terrence Howard, mourning her death. Okay, so that was how it was supposed to go. That was how it was supposed to go. We wouldn't have had any indication of that. There was nothing in the episode that that indicated that this is how it should have gone. He continued, after Yana's death, Damon and Lucius get into a deadly fight. This happened in episode 18. Get into a deadly fight in which Damon is the one to perish and Cookie, Taraji P. Henson, having realized her love for Lucius and desire to be with him, runs to him and saves him from almost dying himself. Right at the beginning of when the season was being advertised, I thought that a lot of people thought that it was Lucius who got shot and that Lucius actually died, even though there was nothing to indicate that he actually died. Scroll down. The series finale ends with Cookie, Lucius, and their boys all at the Empire movie premiere, with Hakeem Brashear Y. Gray performing and Andre Trey Byers having chosen to stay with his family and try to be with his infant son. By the way, if you've been watching the episode, did you see what have you seen what's been going down with Andre in the episode? Have you seen it? Past tense, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Whoa. He was really acting up again though. That was the intended ending of episode 19, but then something happens and it all gets turned upside down. I guess that was a coronavirus. So I knew what we had with the movie premiere and the lights going down and the movie going up. In my mind, when I was like, is there a way I can end this series with the elements I shot? And then it hit me, oh well, that is sort of a closing point. They did their best to wrap it up despite what was going on with them having to halt production due to the coronavirus pandemic and its antics. They did, I would, based on the explanation they're giving here, I think they did well with what they had. And although the series might be over for now, Mahoney purposely held back a few details from the planned finale because he hopes the cast and crew will be able to shoot it, then the fans will be able to see it. It's only 2 episodes, or it's supposed to be. Or is it? Could it be another season? We'll find out. And that includes answers to questions like who shot Lucia. So as I was telling you, when the series was when the when this final season was being advertised, it showed Lucius getting shot. Well, some sources showed Lucius getting shot. But although Home is on the Way wasn't the intended series finale, Mahoney did ensure that it met his vision for what the end of the season is really all about. We do have it reflect the series in the spirit of how we wanted to end Empire. So apparently they wanted to end it on a high note, that the Empire continued, that the Empire didn't die. I thought that the Empire would have come crashing down to the ground, but it didn't. In terms of the Lion family recognizing their love for one another, recognizing that the family is more important than Empire, and recognizing Cookie and Lucius together, he said. So this is how they wanted the series to end, and that's what they managed to achieve. But I guess if they managed to achieve what they really wanted to achieve, then that's all that matters. But at the same time, they still have to keep the fans in mind as to what the fans were really expecting. So with the final 2 episodes, they might shoot the other 2 episodes. Maybe they're gonna try to bridge that gap between some of what the fans were expecting and what the production team, are trying to achieve. So it says here, and in terms of what we can expect from a proper finale, the showrunner says that it will be all about the Lion family sticking together. They accomplished that. In terms of ultimate answers, the Lions love each other, the family loves each other, and they are together, he said. Most importantly, the family is together. But hopefully we will be able to go that last lap to really show you where they go to in the end and answer those questions that are still lingering from the season. They're bringing the fans into it in terms of what the fans have been saying, and that each character can have a satisfying endpoint. This was lacking, right? Because I was expecting everyone to come together at the very, very end, like in the final 2 to 3 minutes. There was this event, but there was really no. There was really no. The various characters didn't get a proper ending. Their stories weren't wrapped up properly. Hakim's story was left as a cliffhanger. You know, what about Cookie's sisters? What about Becky's story? You know, the different characters, they weren't well represented in the final couple of minutes. This is from a previous episode, maybe some season before, because Jamal, played by Justice Smollett, he wasn't in this final season of Empire obviously because of what went down last year. Was it last year or the year before, with his story in the media and what he did and so on? You can check out that story. I won't have the time here to discuss that. But that was that. It was quite a headliner. I hope we'll see these two again, at least in those final 2 episodes. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification icon to get notified as soon as the content goes up. I will see you in the next video.